when my ribs cracked like twigs after a routine fall at the gym. I expected some Tylenol, maybe a warning to take it easy. Instead, the ER doctor looked at me like I'd just told him I was an alien. "You said you were male?" I frowned. "Yeah, I am." He turned the monitor toward me, his voice steady but weirdly careful. "You don't have a prostate, but you do have a uterus." I've never questioned who I was. "My name's Evan. I'm a guy. I've got a beard, a deep voice, a job swinging steel on construction sites. I've got a locker room mouth, 3 ex-girlfriends, and a bench press max that makes high school coaches weep." So when the doctor dropped the word uterus, I laughed. Honestly laughed, until pain shot through my chest and reminded me I had 2 cracked ribs. "I think you've got the wrong scan," I said. "I triple-checked," he replied. "You have internal female reproductive organs. And based on your labs, your body doesn't respond to testosterone like most biological males. Have you ever had your chromosomes tested?" "No," I said, already wishing I hadn't come in. A few days later, I had my answer. 46XX. Complete androgen insensitivity syndrome. I'd never even heard of it. Turns out, it's a rare condition where someone is genetically female but develops externally as male, or something close to it, because the body can't process androgens. Testosterone just floats around, ignored. So yeah, I was born with a uterus. I don't have testes. I never did. All this time, I've been walking around in a body that looked the part, but only on the surface. I didn't know what to do with that information. At first, I felt like a fraud, like my whole life had been a lie, a costume I hadn't known I was wearing. But the weirdest part? After the shock wore off, it started to make sense. I remembered being a kid and not quite understanding why I never felt like the other boys. I'd fake my way through sports talk, act tougher than I was. I pushed down a lot, confusion, softness, this strange sense that something about me didn't fit right, like I was in someone else's skin. For a long time, I thought everyone felt like that. Now I knew better. I started looking at myself differently, not with judgment, but with curiosity. I stood in front of the mirror one night, shirt off, and really looked. The scars, the muscle, the shadows of who I thought I had to be. And underneath it all, I could see something else, someone I'd never really let surface. Someone I'd buried in a concrete mold of masculinity. I didn't rush to change my name or pronouns. I wasn't sure I needed to. But I started asking different questions. Not just who am I, but who do I want to be now that I finally know the truth? The mirror didn't lie. It just took 28 years for me to finally see past the reflection.